Hi, my name is Mr. Kubota, and I want to welcome you to my channel where I'll be sharing with you guys some of my favorite books. This was inspired by Miss Gonzalez, my principal. She started her own channel called Disfruta Leer con Miss Gonzalez, where she reads books, and I highly recommend it. It's great. Go check it out. So I want to share a quote with you before I start reading today. It's I'm a reader not because I don't have a life, but because I choose to have many. And I love that quote because with reading, you can go anywhere in the world, whether real or made up, and have experiences that you wouldn't be able to have otherwise. So grab a book, choose to have many lives, and really have a great time. So, before I get to my book, our focus, we always want to have two focuses when we're reading. One is that we want to be learning new things. And Deborah Crouch talks about how are you growing your ideas, who's helping you to grow ideas. And so while we're reading, thinking about how are we growing our ideas. And then the other is to try to figure out our characters. What are they thinking and what are they feeling? So our story today is The Invisible Boy, written by Trudy Ludwig and illustrated by Patrice Barton. And so while we're reading today, thinking about how are your ideas growing, and then also about our characters. What are they thinking and what are they feeling? It says, The Invisible Boy by Trudy Ludwig, illustrated by Patrice Barton. Can you see Brian, the invisible boy? Even Miss Carlotti has trouble noticing him in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie. Nathan has problems with what Miss Carlotti calls volume control. He uses his outside voice inside too much. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her way. Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space. Brian doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for their kickball teams. The best players get picked first. Then the best friends of the best players. Then the friends of the best friends. Only Brian's left, still waiting and hoping. JT glances in Brian's direction and, just as quickly, looks away. We've got enough players for each team, he tells the others. Let's play ball. Remember thinking about what are characters thinking and what are characters feeling. In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yeah, so was the water slide, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever. I'm so glad you guys had fun, says Madison. Everyone did, except Brian. He wasn't invited. At choosing time, while the other kids play board games and read, Brian sits at his table, doing what he loves to do best. He draws fire-breathing dragons scaling tall buildings, space aliens locked in intergalactic battles, greedy pirates digging for treasure, and superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. Let's see the tall buildings. Thank you for toasting my marshmallow. The space aliens. I got you now. Greedy pirates. Crackers! Arr! The bear says, yay! And then superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. Hi, friend. Have a cookie. He said, hi. On Monday morning, Mrs. Carlotti introduces Justin, a new student to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him. Some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. "What's that?" asks Madison as she points at Justin's food. "It's bulgogi." "Bull what?" "Bulgogi. It's Korean barbecued beef. My grandma made it for me. It's really good. Do you want to try some?" "There's no way I'm eating bulgogi." And the kids laugh. All of them, that is. Except Brian. He sits there wondering which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. "Justin, I thought the bulgogi looked good." "Brian," he says. "Yum." At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. "You're Brian, right?" "Yeah. Thanks for the note." "Hey, Justin," Emilio calls out from the tetherball court. "You're up next." "Sorry, I gotta go," says Justin. "By the way, that's a really cool drawing," he adds, before taking off. How are our characters feeling? And what are our characters thinking? Back in class, Mrs. Carlotti asked the kids to team up in 2s or 3s for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off. Brian heads towards Justin. "I'm already with Justin," says Emilio. "Find someone else." Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could draw a hole right there to swallow him up. And then Justin. "Mrs. Carlotti said we can have up to 3 people in our group. We're only 2. Come on, Emilio. Let him work with us." "Okay, I guess." Mrs. Carlotti gives the class directions for the project. "Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in that photograph. Use your imagination and have fun." "Whoa, cool," says Emilio. "What kind of people do you think would live in houses like that?" "I don't know. I bet Brian could draw them to go with our story," says Justin. Brian smiles as he takes out his lucky pen. There's a lot happening on this page. It says, narrator. "Hi, I'm the narrator. And if you're wondering why a pirate got the part of a narrator, I'll tell you. It's all in the agent. Well, now on with the tale." It says, "The crooked story we made up on the spot." It's lunchtime again, Brian's least favorite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes of kids talking and laughing with everyone else but him. "Brian!" he hears someone shout. "Hey, Brian, over here!" Brian turns and sees Justin waving over. Emilio nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. Cookie? Thanks. Maybe, just maybe, Brian's not so invisible after all. There's the end. So, I hope you enjoyed The Invisible Boy by Trudy Ludwig. Like movies and songs, you don't listen to it or watch it one time and then you're done. You watch it again and watch it again and watch it again. And each time there's different things that you can get out of it that you just didn't notice before, or maybe you weren't ready for, or you have a connection that you didn't have before. And so please go back, rewatch The Invisible Boy. So much to pay attention with the illustrations and the stories. So thank you so much for spending your time with me. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.